The Sinking City. I'm pretty excited about it. The trailer is what really got me hooked. It looks great, and I've always been interested in Lovecraftian type games and themes. Um, Also, we're going to be recording on Twitch. I normally don't do that because of my capture card, but I want to get a good hour into this game, so that's why we're recording on Twitch today. And it's going to eventually make its way to YouTube, but that's why we're recording on Twitch, so we can get a good hour in. As I mentioned before, if you're new, um, I normally can only do about 30 to 40 minutes on my capture card before the quality drops, so that's why we're playing on Twitch today, so we can get that solid hour in without having to worry. Okay. Hello. Damn, graphics look good. Dude, this game is such a mindfuck. Like, that's why I got this game. Like, the trailer was fucking with me. Oh. Pretty much everything's red. Alright. I don't know if I'm supposed to be seeing anything just from gathering a gun. But
Hope I never have to use it, but something tells me I will.
really, I had to investigate it just to use it, just to grab it. Okay. It's odd to me that they didn't even give me a choice to select the difficulty. Let me see. Oh, here it is. Yeah, I'm gonna guess they automatically put me on easy. Or either easy or normal. Whatever. We'll figure it
Never
out.
trust a tourist advertisement. Never trust a tourist advertisement.
Now get out!
Wow. You're getting 1 star on Yelp.
At last, Mr. Charles Reed. What a pleasure to finally meet you in the flesh.
Nice to meet you.
Johannes Vanderberg, at your service. I did promise to meet you the moment you arrived.
Ah, much obliged, Mr. Vanderberg. I guess I didn't expect you to mean so literally.
Please call me Johannes. But where are my manners? Welcome to the proud city of Oakmont. Alas, now is not its finest hour, though it is its most important.
You said you know someone who can help me with my problem. The visions have been getting worse.
Such vividness of dreams is not uncommon here in Oakmont. By chance, the man I spoke of, Robert Throgmorton, is already at the port. He has dedicated a lot of time and effort to investigate this issue. Alas, I fear he has a more pressing matter on his hands.
Reaching Oakmont was no easy task. Most maps I found didn't mark it, and this rickety packet ship is the only one that sailed here. Why is that?
Oakmont is no ordinary place. Its unique geographical position and the flood, a recent natural disaster, make it nigh impossible to reach. But you made it, Mr. Reed. I'm sure the tides of fate would have brought you here one way or another.
How can I find Mr. Throgmorton?
Don't worry, you can't miss him. Throgmorton tends to stand out from the crowd.
Can you tell me a little about Mr. Throgmorton?
A remarkable creature. Scion of a robust bloodline. A philanthropist, a scholar, and the patron of the famous Oakmont University. A man of great ambitions and even greater ego. Do not make him wait.
Tell me about this flood.
It began 6 months ago. Storms raged for several weeks, and the water has risen ever higher without receding. Now the city is cut off from the mainland. I must say I rather like it, despite the inconvenience. Atmosphere, you know?
I'll need a place to lay my head while I'm here. Any recommendations?
Fear not. I've already feathered a nest for you. There's a room in your name at the Devil's Reef Hotel. Here's the key.
Sounds charming.
Don't judge a book by its cover, Mr. Reed.
It's interesting. You already had a vision. I saw that sign. And apparently he's never been here before. That's odd.
What's the best way to get around Oakmont? I'd like to drop my things at the hotel.
Most locals go by foot, or by boat. I've got the latter sorted for you. There's one waiting outside the port.
You're too kind, Johannes. Can you steer me towards the Devil's Reef?
Take this map. I've marked the hotel and a few other key places.
Other places? Like what?
You're a private eye, yes? Well, I've highlighted the police station, city archive, newspaper. Places you'll need to get to the truth. This city is insular, its ways mysterious. No one will take you by the hand, so you better know where to turn in search of a lead.
How do you fill your days, Mr. Vanderberg?
I host a philosophy club for the like-minded intelligentsia, gathering seeds of thought, like moths drawn to a flame.
Does Oakmont really have much of a market for philosophy these days?
There is no consciousness without pain, Mr. Reed. No better moment for clarity than times of hardship.
Well, that's it for now, I think. Thanks for helping me get my bearings.
No. The pleasure was mine, Mr. Reed.
Oh, before you go, how can I get in touch with you later?
Don't worry about that. I'm the kind of man who finds you.
Okay. There we go, that's how we roll. Wonder how this game's gonna turn out. This is one of those games I didn't do research. That's kind of a lot what I do with these,
Where's your Oberon, huh, Titania?
that's what I do with a lot of my Let's Plays.
Something with this helmet gives me chills. What's wrong with it?
Nothing? Alright. Question all the...
Can't catch a mackerel since those Innsmouthers took over the fishing business.
Do you like it here, newcomer? Well, get used to it. No one leaves Oakmont nowadays. I don't care about your petty excuses. No one leaves the port until my son is found, and that is fine.
Excuse me. Are you Robert Throgmorton?
I am, but not interested. Go away.
The name's Charles Reed. I'm a private investigator, just arrived from Boston. I was told you might be able to help me.
Private investigator, you say? Well, perhaps we can help each other.
If I may ask, what happened to your son?
Why do you care? What's your angle, outsider?
Well, like I said, I'm a PI. Finding people is kind of my specialty.
Is it? Well, Albert was part of a deep-sea expedition I commissioned. This useless fool over here says he found Albert washed ashore in a lifeboat. Says he was barely conscious, out of his mind, talking gibberish in some other language. That he even tried to bite him.
And you don't believe him?
Complete malarkey. I know my Albert. I raised him strong and smart, the best of his kind. It couldn't have been him. Albert's disappearance is the work of Innsmouthers. Mark my words.
I take it you're not the biggest fan of these Innsmouthers.
Those fish-faced freaks have overrun this city since the police burned Innsmouth to the ground. But now, those filthy migrants occupy half this damned city. The port, Grimhaven Bay, Salvation Harbor, the Shells. They are everywhere.
So they're just refugees.
Hardly. They've taken work from the local fishermen. They stir and agitate against us, the Throgmorton family. We are the pillar of this community, not to mention that crime rates have skyrocketed. Simply speaking, they are a big stinking pile of trouble.
I've heard you're the man to speak to about visions, outbreaks of hysteria. I'm trying to get to the bottom of it myself.
Another newcomer with another problem. Yes, I know what you speak of.
Can I ask you a few questions?
How dare you? My son Albert is missing, and no one in this Innsmouth-ridden city will do a damn thing. But yes, let's talk about your dreams.
Please forgive the question, but I've never met a man quite like you before.
That's because no man measures up to the Throgmorton lineage. Proud and powerful blood flows through our veins. My father united with a certain royal family, which has blessed all our offspring with these exquisite features.
Mr. Throgmorton, let me help you. I'm rather good at tracking down missing people. I'll find Albert.
What makes you think you can do it? Oakmont is not exactly friendly to new arrivals.
Let's just say I tend to see things that others miss. And anyway, what have you got to lose? Sounds like you could use every man you can get.
Vera. You have a point, newcomer.
Sorry, did you just say Vera? What does that mean?
You had better get used to the Oakmont dialect, outsider. That is, if you want to fit in. It is a fascinating blend. Vera means fine. I was saying, we have a deal.
I see. Thank you. I need to know more about what happened to Albert.
Tame? Did you not listen at all? I already told you everything. After this fisherman supposedly brought him to the house, and then left to call me.
Anything else?
Clearly, something suspicious occurred inside the house.
Where's the house where this all happened?
For Kay's sake, I thought you were a private eye. We're standing.
You mentioned...
Yes. Face the house, then to the left is a beach that borders a fence.
As much as I'm enjoying the weather, Mr. Throgmorton.
Find my son.
Okay.
It would take tremendous effort to move this thing, let alone tossing it over like this.
Let's see what you find, newcomer.
Hello? Hey, can you hear me?
Oh, my head.
It's okay. I'm Charles Reed, Private Eye.
Oh, okay.
I want to know what happened here. Every detail.
I don't remember much. Me, Paul, then he came back carrying Throgmorton's son. He was unconscious.
Then what?
We put the guy in Lewis's room. Then he started to make these horrible sounds and... Okay. My head began to burst. And he woke up. And after that, I don't remember a thing. Just...
That sounds familiar. Tell me about yourself.
Name's Will. Will Hammond. I'm a fisherman. We all are. Live here together. Me, Paul, we moved here after the flood. I worked on the railroad, but the rail ain't kicking anymore.
Who is this Kay you keep mentioning?
Outsider, show some respect. Kay is our lord.
Sorry, I didn't know. Where are all the other guys?
That's Paul there on the floor. Kay be with him. Barry's outside with Mr. Throgmorton. Lucky rascal missed everything. And I have no idea where Lewis or Throgmorton's son...
Do you know how Paul died?
I don't know. When I pulled myself together, he...
I'll leave you to it. Take care of yourself, Will.
Please, Detective, sir, tell me the truth.
I don't know yet, Will. The police will stop anyone coming in or out of here, so I suggest...
I'm afraid of...
Choo choo. Ahem. Choo choo. Ahem. I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp.
What the fuck's going on?
5 cards short of a full house. There was a fierce fight here, but someone tried to flee.
I think it's safe to say I've seen everything here.
Huh. This dog mat looks better than the owner's bed.
Damn. Throwing all the shade already.
The book is damp and damaged, but clearly well cared for.
So just these several minutes I've been playing, I like it so far. It's definitely interesting.
I'm surprised they don't have someone's portrait here.
I do like... Oh. I don't know what I'm supposed to see with this. Mind's eye. Whenever you see distortion in the corners of the screen. Oh.
I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp.
Wonder why it'd tell me to use that.
Seems like Prohibition hasn't affected Oakmont too much. Never seen knives like this before. Masterful work.
Glenna, Nehri, Glenna, Gebheil, Nukulina, Haftin.
Huh. Alright, so I think I gotta stop using that for now until... Oh.
Take this, ape face.
What's happening?
Huh.
Yeah, run!
Okay, let's see what we have here.
Yeah, run! Take this, ape face.
What's happening?
So it's going to go...
What's happening?
Take this, ape face. Yeah, run!
When Albert Throgmorton woke up, he was not himself. He attacked the fishermen, and his hysteria spread to them. When he got wounded, he fled.
Okay.
Let's see what you find, newcomer.
My head. I still hear those voices.
I'm surprised they don't have someone's portrait here. So, that's what an Innsmouther looks like.
Oh, shit. Mm-hmm.
Let's see what you find, newcomer.
Really? Okay. This game has fall damage and it wasn't even that high. That's cool. Nice. Who is you?
The end is nigh. It will begin again. When the hour comes up, the seed is sown.
I've said everything I know.
Don't do anything stupid, newcomer. And keep your hands where I
I
can see
gave you clear instructions, did I not?
Have to check the lifeboat again.
Where's your Oberon, huh, Titania?
Oh, I know, I gotta do the thing.
Something with this helmet gives me chills.
Maybe not. Oh, I missed a note. Okay.
Mr. Throgmorton, I found this in the lifeboat. Looks like it's your son's will.
Give it to me. Oh, my boy, what did you get yourself into? If only I hadn't sent you on that cursed expedition.
Bye.
I guess. Ooh. What are these things numbered? Is that just the port numbers? I like the atmosphere of the game, though.
You look familiar. But old Billy hasn't seen you around.
The port is closed by order of Robert Throgmorton. Back off.
Can't wait till the game picks up. I know these detective games start off slow. Haha. Oh shit, okay. Concerning. Not sure if that's a part that wasn't rendered or if that's supposed to be like that. Well, I guess I can take the boat. Wherever that was again. Oh shit. Ah shit.
Stay alert! Monsters lurk underground.
I'll miss the carpenter's food giveaway with this darn port closure.
Welcome to Under the Keel. What do you want?
Answers.
Bye.
Come closer, troubled soul.
You're some kind of, fortune teller?
Yes, my dear, yes. Oh, it's...
Really? Like what?
Not so fast, newcomer. I see...
Alright, how much? $1?
Your money has no value here, newcomer. After the... And I'll make it easier for you.
Let's hear what my future holds.
Good. Let me focus. The sea will be generous in the coming days. Many gifts delivered, and many will regret partaking.
I don't think I follow.
I see old and new. A hard heart against an iron will. Whoever wins, you win too. But you'll only see that from inside a metal cage. And tall pillars, circled by the dead. A race from one to the next, as time itself laughs.
I think I'd like my bullet back.
It is what it is. The truth will out soon.
Why do I feel like I got scammed?
Hey, achievement, tempting fate. Or trophy. I'm always gonna call it an achievement. Hey. Nothing. Upstairs.
What the? Get them! Oh.
Who the? You? My face?
The door won't budge.
I don't really care for their door opening ability, which is run into the fucking door, like a button prompt. I'm not savage. When do I fight stuff? The fuck? What the fuck are you? What in the shit? That is a nasty looking rat. Can I shoot it? Wow. Man, that is some fucked up shit. Let's, oop. How do we do that again? Eh? Nope. 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 Alright. Oop, what's this? Whoa. Some trippy ass shit's going on right now.
So the fisherman pursued Albert, even let off a few shots.
Oh, I'm a fool. I still haven't seen shit from back here like I should have when I jumped out. I'm a fool.
Even though Albert was wounded, he managed to climb that high. Robert wasn't exaggerating when he said he raised him strong.
Can I too climb? Yes.
There's something in the pocket. The blood is fresh. Whomever it belongs to could not have got far.
We're still gonna look around before I follow that. Always wanna. Oop. Alright, I guess I'm not getting far. Let's go downstairs.
The door won't budge.
Ah, finally a game that makes use of this. Whoa. What the fuck? What the fuck? Yo. What in the shit? Okay, I gotta hold L1 to access my menu. because I keep forgetting that shit. What in the fuck are you? What the shit? Man.
One fatal round through the forehead. That's no accident. This was deliberate. One fatal round through the forehead. That's no accident. This was deliberate.
Is there anything else I might have missed? I gotcha. I'm a little bit slow putting the pieces together at the moment. Now we're getting somewhere.
Oh. Hey. I'm looking for a man by the name of Lewis Flynn. Any chance he's here?
Yeah. Even if I knew, I don't rat to newcomers.
Robert Throgmorton hired me to investigate his son's disappearance. I found the note about your debt to Lewis near his cold, dead body. It looks like Lewis murdered Robert's kid. You want him to come here and ask instead of me?
What?
Don't what me. At best, you're harboring a criminal. At worst, you're an accessory to murder.
What? No. I ain't done nothing.
Tell that to Mr. Throgmorton.
No. No. Throg. Lewis is upstairs. Here's the key.
Smart man. There's your good deed for the day. I've seen some
So you met a wild beast, newcomer. No one knows what they are. They arrived in the flood. Some say they come from the sea.
And?
If it bleeds, you can kill it. Keep your gun handy. And if you want to remember, better to be a coward and live than brave and dead.
Bye.
You want a drink?
Hey, who are you? What are you doing?
Charles Reed, private investigator. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son Albert, so I think you know why I'm here.
Throg. That darn bartender. It was all that crazy ape's fault. You hear me?
Calm down. I only want to speak, for now. But no, if you reach for your gun, you'll hit the floor faster than you can say poetic justice.
I got nothing to hide.
Start at the beginning. What happened?
We were in our house, me, Paul, and Will. Barry'd gone to the sea. Though I told him that it would only bring bad luck. If he'd listened to me, we'd all still be alive.
Come on, Lewis. Focus.
Right. Well, Barry dragged that damn ape to our house. He was bragging about how much for that ape. He was out cold. Then woken and in.
You shot to kill. No warning, no second chances. You pursued Albert even after he fled. Why?
I can't remember it. When he woke, it was like a bloody mist descended over me. First thing I heard, me covered in blood. I had no idea what.
The things you did to Albert don't look like a bloody rage. A fatal shot to the head, a hidden body. One might start to wonder if it was deliberate.
I don't know what to say. I wasn't myself.
I hear there's a bit of a feud between the Innsmouthers and the Throgmortons. Care to fill me in?
Those apes hated us from the moment we arrived in Oakmont. Our home was destroyed. The Blackwood Grand family sheltered us, but others were not as hospitable. We needed jobs, food, and medicine. The city denied it all.
And so?
We had to fight for every crumb of bread. And those Throgmortons always conspiring behind our backs. Always setting...
You mentioned a grand...
So you're...
Yeah, a newcomer with a gun.
Okay. People here are crazy about bloodlines and tradition. There's the Carpenters, who control most of the city's underworld. The Blackwoods, who share kin with Innsmouthers through the Marsh family.
And let me guess, the Throgmortons.
Right. Those filthy apes. Now that most of the Blackwoods are gone.
What kind of... why do you... your face, it's,
Oh, so you're here to attack me just because I look different to you? When I spit...
No, I'm sorry. I didn't know how to ask. I've just...
Innsmouthers' bodies were blessed by the sea. You're gonna see a lot of us here, so you better get over it. We are proud of who...
I think I've got all I need.
Please, Mr. Reed, don't tell Throgmorton about me. I know I'm in no position to ask. I didn't want to do whatever it is I did. Honest, have mercy, please. I have a family. Without me, they'll starve.
This is not exactly cut and dry. I need some time to think.
Perhaps I can offer something to grease your grinds. I still have a few bullets on me.
You think you're the first person to offer me a bribe?
Please, Mr. Reed.
Now, don't try my patience further, Mr. Flynn.
I don't know, man. The shit seemed pretty fucking deliberate. Like, why would you go all the way? I don't know, man. That's like the worst part of like I mean, it's not really too bad about my moral compass, but like with detective games, especially with the clues right in front of me, but again, like I'm going through some shit in the game. Like I'm having visions and shit. So it's very possible that he may be innocent, but I don't know if it would go that far to the extent just mentioned, that he chased him and hung him up and even shot him in the head. Like, could you really go that far being under some sort of mental influence? I'm gonna say, like, looking up there at my clues, deductions, and shit, I'm gonna have to say he was aware, especially with having to hide the body, and he didn't tell anyone. Like, I don't know. I'm gonna feel bad if I put an innocent man away, but from the clues and shit I gathered, I really feel like he was aware. You have to go in, buddy.
What's your problem?
Mr. Throgmorton, I'm afraid I have bad news.
No.
Yeah, I found your son in the basement of a nearby warehouse. I'm sorry, but he was murdered. Shot in the head and the body hidden.
No. It cannot be true. No, no, no. I don't believe it. No.
I've tracked down your son's murderer.
Where? Who is he?
Just as I suspected, the Innsmouther Lewis is responsible for your son's murder. He's hiding at the local bar. Just ask the bartender. Seems like he had a bone to pick with your family and took it out on Albert.
Oh, that scum won't be getting off easy. The whole city shall see what happens when you cross the Throgmortons. Justice, bittersweet as it is, shall be served.
Mr. Throgmorton, I hate to press.
Yes, you've earned it. Gay to think a newcomer barely off the boat, but I digress. Remind me.
I think I'm going mad, Mr. Throgmorton. I was drawn here, or guided, or I don't know.
You're not wrong, Mr. Reed. An inexplicable hysteria spread through. I funded an expedition to explore recent geological activity.
A geological expedition?
I have reason to believe the flood and this madness have the same source.
Do these cases of hysteria...
Since the flood, many Oakmonters have had similar nightmares. Indeed, Professor Doe, the expedition leader...
Waterlogged ruins with unnatural architecture. A sleeping giant. Drowned street.
Her words exactly. She proposed the expedition.
You mentioned the flood.
You weren't here, Mr. Reed. What happened?
Has your expedition found anything?
I do not know. Albert was part of it.
Do you think your son was killed because the expedition uncovered?
Is it so hard to believe? I had no news for a week, then Albert...
It does sound...
Mr. Reed, I want you to find out what's going on.
If I'm going to look into this, I'll need to know more.
I'll give you the address of the expedition's headquarters.
That's all you can tell me?
Let me be clear, Reed.
I'm sorry, Mr. Throckmorton. I just meant the more I know.
I am a busy man. I funded the research, but left all preparation. When you've finished, come see me at the Throgmorton family manor. It's in Old Grove. Here.
What about my expenses?
They will be reimbursed after you complete your task. And of course, you've earned some. I'll also include a fair advance in bullets.
Bullets?
The dollar lost its use here, Mr. Reed. After the flood, Oakmont returned to bartering. Bullets mean more than bills.
Nice. Gonna get the hell out of Dodge. Oh shit, I think we reached our hour. Let me check real quick, guys. Shit. I kinda got lost into the game. It's pretty good if it makes me lose track of time already. Let me see. I'm sorry guys, I'm just checking the time. I think it's been an hour. Yep, it sure has. Damn, that hour went by fast. I mean, it's getting good. I might actually play it some more. I did like playing LA Noire. That one was pretty fun. Yeah, that'll wrap it up for now. Damn, that hour went by fast. As always, thank you everyone for watching. Always feel free to like, subscribe, share, tell your friends, share it on your social medias, whatever it may be. All that fun stuff. I always like getting new subscribers. I also like hearing feedback, which I haven't really heard any feedback lately, but I would love to hear feedback, even if there's like a game you guys would like to see me play. I'd be down to hear that too. Any sort of feedback is good feedback, even if it's something considered negative. That's fine. Everyone's entitled to their opinion, and I like to learn from that. But anyways, that'll wrap it up for today. This is Leon, and I'm signing out. See you guys.